next topic we are going to discuss is also about hydrogen. I think it's kind of interesting. We are going to talk about how hydrogen gensets can be used on events and public works. So that's really interesting. Please welcome with me on stage the the system architect from H2Sys, which is Loic Vichard. Welcome here, Loic. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
It is your first time here at the Hanover Fair.
Exactly.
So before we have a look at what your company does, I would like to know, what is your personal background, especially regarding hydrogen?
Then I got engineering degree in 2016. After I worked in USA as electronic engineer for 2 years, and then I came back in France to do a PhD concerning fuel cell durability and hybrid system, how to model a fuel cell system and how to optimize the durability, the diagnostic algorithm, product algorithm.
That is so cool. You have a PhD in fuel cell system, probably very nerdy, but it already sounds really cool. So you're here and probably driven by your passion.
Yeah, and after I joined H2Sys, keep going in that field because I believe in hydrogen, especially in the fuel cell system. Then I joined H2Sys to develop genset and fuel cell system application.
Alright, so you're an engineer, you have already been doing lots of research regarding fuel cell technologies, so yes, you're an expert, and that's probably why you joined H2Sys. We need to understand what H2Sys is.
So H2Sys had been created in 2017. So at first the company focused on air-cooled fuel cell system development. And after, the focus was more on hydrogen gensets, and through the years, the power of the genset has been in more and more, and now we are developing gensets around 100 kilowatts. So we have a range of gensets from 5 kilowatts to 150 kilowatts. But we also have many applications, projects, so we develop projects under application for trucks, for cars. We also develop didactic application, so system integrating fuel cell and tanks to learn how to people our university how to deal with hydrogen, how to deal with fuel cell system, how to manage the power between batteries and fuel cell, how to deal with the converter, and so on.
And you just mentioned the keyword. You said hydrogen generators. Well, I think everyone knows what a generator is, and generator is always a little word that we don't like to hear because there's diesel powered, and that's not good for the environment. And then now you have a hydrogen-powered generator. So that's kind of new, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of new. So there is some first system prototype for some years, for a few years now. But yeah, this is kind of new technology and...
How does it work? How does a hydrogen generator work?
So very quickly, so you get a bunch of bottle of hydrogen as an input, and as an output you get instant electricity. So compared to gas gensets, as soon that you turn on the system, you get the full power. And so, of course, there is no direct emission. there is very low noise, so this is very good advantages compared to thermal
So this is
genset.
interesting. Generator sets are so noisy. So you said that the hydrogen powered genset is much more quiet, just like electric cars compared to fossil fuel powered cars.
Yeah, kind of. So, of course, to be honest, when you want to reach very high power, according to the power of the fuel cell, you have to cool it. And if you reach the maximum power of the fuel cell, you have to cool it more than at low power. So you have a little bit noise from the heat exchanger, of course, but the noise is very, very low compared to gas genset. So we made some tests, and we get noise lower than 50 dB,
Okay, that's kind
even
of
even
impressive.
at even at high power.
Yeah. What are the other advantages of hydrogen powered gensets?
So, what is very important to me and for our customer is that as soon as you turn on the fuel cell, as soon as you connect the genset to the grid or to your application, you can get the full power as soon. So, compared to gas system, you have to wait that the motor warm up. Then with hydrogen and electric genset, you don't have to.
Well, and of course, besides the time, probably another really nice benefit is that you have zero emission, obviously. We're here today to talk about hydrogen gensets at events and public works. So I would like you to elaborate a little bit more on that.
So there is different kind of application for hydrogen gensets. Of course, you can use it for public works or building sites. So we have some customer. We work with a rental company dedicated for building site for the majority, but we can also provide fuel cell system, and we deal with event organization for music festival, cinema, making of, and yeah, so we can use the hydrogen genset for many applications.
That is interesting. So you just mentioned music festivals. So you're using the hydrogen generators at music festivals already?
Yeah, so we made some partnership this year with several event organizers, and for the rest of the year, both of our systems are booked for the whole summer for festival music, musical festival, sorry, and cinema making of too. And just to answer to your previous question, what is good is in France, more and more cities now forbidden the use of gas genset because of the noise, because of the emissions. So now the cities have to find a solution. This, and I think hydrogen genset is the solution.
Yeah. Definitely. And so in our pre-chat, you also mentioned that in several French cities, you're not allowed to be that noisy in the morning. So also that could be a pretty nice use case where the hydrogen generator sets could be filling a gap. I would like you to elaborate a little bit more on the recent company developments.
So,
especially in the last 3 years, because everyone was sleeping, kind of their own business.
So the company had been created 4 or 5 years ago, and last year we were 12, and now we are 30, and next year we forecast to be 60, around 60. So we are developing more and more partnership with a rental company, with truck company, vehicle company to big project, but also we are developing a strong standard product that we plan to deal with rental companies. So we are currently looking for partnerships with many rental companies. So if there is any rental company for gensets, so we are open to deal with them.
So I understand your business model like that you sell the generator sets to rental companies.
Exactly.
Probably some that already did common generators, and now they can add to their portfolio green generators, which is fantastic. And I think this is a really smart investment to do that right now before the demand is too high. Are you able to? In Germany, it's festival season coming up now. Are you able to provide all large German festivals with enough generators?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. But just to be honest, our expertise and our heart of activity is just to make the system, because we are experts in fuel cell system and hybrid system development.
Yeah.
We can organize the logistic around the rent and around the logistic of the bunch of bottle, the hydrogen storage and everything. But I think this is better than that has to be the activity of the rental company. So we sell the system to the rental company, and all the logistic and the providing is from this company, because they know how to deal with that. This is not our activity.
Yeah.
But for example, we are currently providing a system for backup power to the city hall of our city.
Oh.
So this is something we can do. So we can deal directly with clients, but we are planning to majority work with rental companies.
That's so interesting. If you're in the audience and have a question, I will come down to you and provide you with a microphone, and then you can raise your question for Loic. Okay, to be shy. Just let me know by raising your hand, since I will watch you. So I have a question, maybe a little uncomfortable question, maybe not. I want to know how much more expensive a hydrogen power generator is in comparison to a common one.
So so for now, of course, this is much more expensive, maybe between 5 and 8 times. But of course, in the future,
Would I still buy it then? No, just kidding.
I'm pretty sure in the future it's going to be more and more cheaper, because after the fuel cell system is the very high expensive part of the genset.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure with the automotive market, so the fuel cell is going to be more and more cheaper.
Yeah.
And in addition, we are integrating a fuel cell system from Hyundai, so the automotive market. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be much more cheaper in the future.
Yeah.
And as exactly like gas gensets, now you can find genset around $500. So it's very cheap. And if there is more and more system on the market, the price.
Definitely, if we have large scale, the price will go up. But honestly, I think it's not just a topic of the economic factors. I think it's also a choice that we can make, especially for large outside festivals and events. It's so important to be, if we're already outside in nature, especially, we should be green as well. So that's just my personal statement. But I hope that, I know that you agree, and I know that many people here on this fair agree as well. So, Loic, it's the first time for you as an exhibitor here at this fair. Can you say how the business has been going so far?
So we are currently, we have 5 systems on the ground for now, 5 big one. We have 5 other small one on the ground, on the field. And we are currently developing 3 other big gensets and 20 other small gensets. And we plan to sell 5 other for the end of the year. And next year, our plan is to sell between 20 and 40 big system, big gensets, and 30 small ones.
If one decides to come to your booth, what will they find at your booth?
Sorry?
If somebody here decides to come to your booth after this talk, obviously, what will they see at your booth?
So we present our small gensets. So we can present our small genset, explain how it works in more details, how to deal with it, about the logistic and how it works deeper, how the fuel cell deals with battery if the guy is interesting. Then we can present the other system, the other genset and other application and what kind of project we can deal with the customer, because we can work with the customer project.
Yeah, this is fantastic. So if you want to know what a genset from hydrogen looks like, then I highly recommend to visit the booth of H2Sys. We have to close this talk at this time now, but you can continue your bilateral chat afterwards. So thank you so much. We have the system architect Loic Vichard from H2Sys here.